this is Adrian Welcome back to another video of great writing tips to become a great writer. Tip number 3, write in your perfect creative conditions. Now, I actually made an entire video on this a while back, so the link will pop up in the upper right corner. Click on it and it will go in a lot more detail. But in this video, I'm just going to summarize a couple bullet points. So basically what I'm saying is, everybody likes to write in their own certain conditions, whether it's like in a certain location, mindset, little things you like to do to psych yourself up before you sit down and write. And what I'm about to mention, you're probably going to think like, yo, what is he talking about? This guy is crazy. But if you actually pay attention, you probably went through went through this at one point, experienced some of these things. You just never noticed. But if you, try some of these things out, this will create the best writing conditions for you and help you out. So when you sit down, you can actually write the best possible work you can. So sit back and let's check this out. So the first thing you need to find out to create your perfect writing condition is, what is your favorite location where you like to write? Is it outside in a park maybe? Is it inside in your room? Is it in, somewhere public like a cafe? Maybe go to a nice quiet vacation spot at the beach, or in a, in a nice quiet cabin in the woods to get your creative juices flowing. Another thing you should look at is, are you in the writing mode? Are your emotions preventing you from focusing and writing? Are you, really depressed? Are you mad, sad, happy, or excited? That could really affect your writing. Too tired to write? Well, then get more sleep. This is probably the most important thing, is try to get 8 hours of sleep a night at least, so you wake up refreshed and clear-minded. Also, eating healthy, don't eat fatty, sugary foods, and don't overeat. You don't want to be on a sugar rush when you're trying to concentrate on your story, or you don't want to be bloated, or right before, Thanksgiving or something, you want to start writing your book. You don't want to do that. You want to be, eat something healthy, light, so you're, on your toes and focused. Also, try exercising once a day, to get your creative juices flowing. Don't go too crazy and, lift 500 pounds and then you're all steroided out. No, go on the treadmill, maybe, lift some light weights, just to get your body moving and your brain activity prepared to sit down and write. Okay, so try some of these things, and this will definitely help you to find the writing condition for you. Some other things I want to mention is, what about the noise level where you're writing? Is there a guy outside with a chainsaw, or some construction workers paving the road? You can't concentrate, at that time. So you gotta find, maybe it's too quiet. Maybe you're one of those guys who has to have some music in the background where it's not total silence, So you gotta find that perfect balance of noise. Also, is it too hot or too cold to write? Maybe it's in the dead of summer and your air conditioner is busted and your fan is not, doing a good job, and you're sweating bullets, and, you all over the paper, you're sweating from your arm, and it's, I had that problem before. I can't write when it's hot. I have to put an air conditioner or open a window, and even in the wintertime, that's where I write the best. But even if it's too cold out, that's not good either. So you got to find a perfect balance, for your, the temperature to write at. So can't write due to visual distraction. Well, here's a little thing that I've noticed. Like, what if, like, let's say you have your desk wherever you're writing or at the, dining room table, but on the wall there's like a gigantic poster of something that's distracting you, or something on the, corner of your eye is constantly causing you to turn and look away, and that's, eventually it's going to get annoying and create a bigger distraction than it should be. So, also focus on your visual surroundings to help you, find the perfect writing conditions. Here's another one you probably never, noticed. Um, can't write due to uncomfortable clothes. Like me, I like to, when I write, get into, something more comfortable, like maybe some sweatpants, or like, like a wife beater shirt, or even just shorts, something not too tight, not too loose, not to cut off the circulation, something that's not itchy, that's not, bothering me around my collar or around my neck, where I'm constantly have to like scratch or pull or tug. You probably never noticed that before, but little things when you're trying to focus in the moment for the right details, for the scene that you're writing or whatever, all these little things, the temperature, the clothes, you know, the visual distractions, they're going to add up, and they're going to pile on, and, they're going to really take away mentally from what you're trying to focus on. So that's why it's good to take a look at all these things and fix them. Also, if you have like writer's block, or even if you're getting ready to write and, you know, you're, this really helps me, and it does help a lot of famous writers if you really look into it. Take a shower before you write. Or maybe you started writing and you're like starting to get burned out and you need a jump start, well, then jump in the shower, and that will refresh you and get your mind back on writing. So this really helps me out. I try to take a shower, one shower a day. Some writers are like really OCD about it and take 5 to 10 showers a day. But hey, one writer who did, or screenplay writer who did that, ended up winning an Oscar, or for best screenplay. So, definitely try that. So after you figured out all your perfect writing conditions, and you know, set them, and you're ready to write, well, eventually over time, you're going to have to learn to write outside your comfort zone. Because, you can't always have it your way. If you think about like famous writers, they're, in situations where, sometimes and not all the time, they can't just create their perfect writing conditions. Maybe they're under pressure. Maybe their like super hot model girlfriend is bothering them. Maybe their wife or kids, or, constant phone calls where they have to answer. They can't just turn off their phone. So eventually, you're going to have to figure out to write under pressure, because that is what separates, a good screenplay writer from a great, iconic screenplay writer, if you know what I'm saying. So if like some agent is telling you, listen, we need a screenplay in 3 months, or we need it, the deadline is, a week, well then all these writing conditions that you have to meticulously, set for yourself, they might not be able to all be set the right way. So you're going to have to mentally create your perfect writing conditions. Maybe physically surrounding you, you can't, but mentally, that's probably the most important thing, is to mentally create the perfect writing conditions in your mind. Like, so maybe you can't be outside, or in, your vacation spot to write at that moment. Create that vacation spot in your mind. Maybe it is too hot and cold. Overcome it in your mind. Maybe you are being distracted around you by whatever. Well, in your mind, you're not being distracted. Maybe you do have uncomfortable clothes and you have nothing clean. Well, in your mind, you're wearing the most comfortable clothes. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, it's too noisy outside, block it out. Maybe you're starving. Maybe you already had like this big, lavish dinner and you are bloated and, you know, maybe you did stay up, 24 hours because you can't sleep. Well, in your mind, you got, enough sleep. And in your mind, you're healthy enough to, you know, right. That's what I'm saying. Just, you have to figure out in your mind the perfect writing conditions because that's what matters in the end. So I hope this helped to create your perfect writing conditions. Thanks everyone for watching. Please like, share this video, comment down below, hit me up on Facebook and Twitter. Please subscribe to my channel to help me grow it. Hit the notification bell because a lot more videos coming out, especially on great writing tips. So until next time, remember my motto, where story comes first.